That's funny. We were talking about this earlier about how, you know, once you start adopting Japanese things when you live there. Yeah. Not out of wanting to, really. Not out of like, oh, I'm gonna be more Japanese now. No, it just happens because now you're in that environment.
Yeah.
And that's what's done.
Yeah.
And before you know it, it happens. And we're talking about words, like, you know, like English words and just like figures of speech and stuff. Sometimes, even though English might be your first language, if you live there a number of years, and especially if your day-to-day is mostly in Japanese, which was the case with us. I mean, like, all of our friends were Japanese, and every once in a while, I mean, I had some friends that came down from the US to visit. And then I realized, like, oh, shit, I'm talking in English again. Like, you'd go months without really talking in English unless I, like, Skyped with someone, you know, and it starts having an effect on, you know, you start forgetting it.
Yeah.
Like, or you start adopting, like English.
Japanglish.
Mandarin, like
English,
Japanese. Japanglish. Like, you just, you know, like food fighter. That's an example of one, right? Food fighter. Like the competitive eating. Like, what's the name of the guy, the hot dog dude? Kobayashi?
I forgot. But yeah, he's...
Is it Kobayashi, I think his name's Kobayashi.
Food fighter, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. But, you know, they're competitive. They're not food fighters here. As far as I know, that's not a term that's used. It might be, I don't know. But as an example, like, you know, there's just a lot of words that people use all the time that are English, because people in Japanese, they use a lot of English words constantly. Right. And many times they're not the correct, like, standard English language usage of the word. It's been modified.
Just translated into English as the Japanese words are. Not really English words, right?
Right, like for instance, an obese person, the slang for it, which might be rude or not, I don't know if it's rude, but the metabo. Metabo. And, right, and that's from metabolism, right? But a low metabolism will yield like a higher rate of fat or whatever, right? So calling them metabo is like, metabolism isn't one way or the other. It's just you know. I remember talking to an editor about that.
What did he say?
He didn't give a shit, dude. He's like,
okay, Gaijin.
Anyways. Yeah, dude. He's like, okay, well, whatever. Anyway, finish your work, dude.
Talking about metabo, you know what they call, you know how they say, Felipe-kun style ga ii. Right. It's more of your body shape.
Right.
It's not the
your
clothes
style,
or like
what you
style.
wear. Right.
It's like, style ga ii. It means he's tall, slim, and I guess like somewhat built. Style ga ii. And what do they call the big dudes, the macho dudes? Like macho. Yase macho or king
Yase
macho.
macho is like the kind of cut, like maybe Bruce Lee style.
Yeah.
Is that Yase macho? Yeah.
Like the big dudes, they have
Muki.
No, they have an English word for that. I forgot what it is. Maybe just macho. Right. Macho, man, macho.
Right. Yeah, macho. If you're muscular, you're macho.
Yeah, macho. But
that's another thing we talked about. Like, because now you brought it up, I remember also talking to an editor about macho and saying, you know, macho in Spanish means male.
Yeah.
Right? Like just male gender. And, but also you don't have to be muscular or like built to be macho. It's more of an attitude and a way of behaving, right? Yeah. And, we talked about that. He's like, oh, that's interesting. Like, here, it doesn't mean you could be macho and be like a super wuss. It has nothing to do with your attitude.
Right. But I mean, that's that Japanese style too, man. It's It's like kinniku, but then inside he's like, again, man, little Joshikose inside. So.
Yo, that homunculus thing, we gotta throw a little image of that, dude. Little explanation
like
for
the robot, right?
Yeah. It's like the exterior.
Was it this eye or this eye? Like whichever eye it was.
Right.
This, and you look inside. It's a little kid Takashi-kun inside.
Yeah, the exterior does not match the interior sometimes.
Right. Yep. I remember one thing you complaining about before. The squat toilets.
Oh, dude, no, that's the Gaijin nightmare, dude. I mean, I don't know. Like, anybody listening to this, please leave a comment down below if you've had to use a squat toilet in Japan or anywhere else, actually, because Japan's not the only country that has those. Like, I remember in Argentina going out to the countryside.
Right.
And they also had that.
Yeah.
As a kid, and I was like, what? Nah, that's the worst. Like, for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Not growing up in Asian culture, this whole squatting thing, the whole Asian squat, not really my thing. I've gotten better at it with time. I'm better at it now, but in Japan, dude, I sucked. I couldn't squat and do that. So, and sometimes they only have that type of bathroom.
Right.
You don't have an option. So, I would have to. I don't feel so bad because I know other Gaijin have had to do the same. I've talked about it with other Gaijin in Japan. But dude,
did you have to like Spider-Man?
Dude, I'd have to straight up take my pants off, take my underwear off. Hopefully, there's something to hang your jacket or whatever. Hang them there
and hold on to that like Tarzan style.
And then just because apparently, dude, most people, they just drop trout, squat, take care of business, then they're done. But if I did that,
you just
those trousers would be full.
Inside of them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my squat skills are real bad, dude. Like you got to have the appropriate angle.
Yeah.
You got to squat out of the way of your feet. So nah, dude. Worse.
Wow.
Worse. I had the ball of the foot, toe, Gaijin squat, leaning forward. Like just horrible form. Just really bad. So that was the worst.
Yo, the Asian squat. I did not know about Asian squat till, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. Now, the thing is, I grew up in a dojo. It was just part of life for you. Yeah, I grew up in a dojo. So in Kendo, right before the match, we both squat down, right? Songkyo.
Yeah.
Both squat down. And Hajime, stand up, and then it's on, right?
Right.
You know who told me about Asian squat? Karina.
Oh, word?
I never even heard of the word Asian squat. I'm like, what is that? That's the thing?
Right.
I'm like, no, you Asian people always do that.
You Asian people.
You Asians. Just Asian
Damn
people.
it.
They always do that. And I'm like, well, you guys can't? I did not know. All my life, I did not know.
Does Karina have mad Asian squat skills, dude?
She can't do shit, man. She's like, I can't do it. Like, the thing is, I think, that's
Shout out to Karina. Yo.
That's you and Karina. Y'all have, long ass legs, so it's time to fold. And when it folds, it's super unstable. By the way, the squatting toilets, you know what they call it in Korea?
What's that?
Srippa benki. Because it looks like a slipper, right?
Yeah, it's got the
treads.
It
looks like a little slipper.
It's got the,
Yo, but I remember as a kid, when I was living in New York, once every 2 years, my family would visit Korea. And this was the time, back then, they still have srippa benki inside of houses still.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Right.
So to me, the first time I saw it, I was probably same as you. I was like, I can't do this. I was like, straight up, I can't do this. I can't do this. I was one of those super Americanized,
right.
Obo-chan. Yeah, これできないやだな、匂いやだ。これ what if my feet,
what if I fall inside?
Yeah. And
oh, and then you're done.
Then my whole leg is gonna go inside.
You end up in the sewer with the crocodiles, dude.